Nestled by the ocean in Qualicum Beach lies Milner Gardens and Woodland, a hidden gem shaped by history, passion, and royal connections. It all began with General Noel Money, a decorated war hero who built the estate in 1931 for his mother and sister. It was sold 6 years later due to a combination of his mother's health issues and its secluded location. But it was the next owners, Ray and Rena Milner, who transformed it into the enchanting garden we know today. They bought the property in 1937 for a summer home and planted the orchard and other trees, some of which still exist today. Ray Milner, an accomplished lawyer, philanthropist, and companion of the Order of Canada, shared his wife's deep love of nature. Sadly, Rena Milner passed away in November 1952. Ray married again in 1954 to Veronica Fitzgerald. Veronica, who was born in London, was related to Winston Churchill and Diana, Princess of Wales. Drawing inspiration from Ireland's Great Gardens, Veronica collaborated with renowned horticulturalists to create a wild garden by the sea, planting rare rhododendrons, towering pines, and specimens gathered from travels around the world. Over the years, Milner Gardens welcomed distinguished guests, including Queen Elizabeth, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, and Princess Diana. After Ray's passing in 1975, Veronica continued to nurture her sanctuary, even painting its beauty on canvas. Her paintings grace the walls of Milner House to this day. Determined to protect it forever, Veronica tried to get Prince Charles to purchase it, but luckily it was transferred to Vancouver Island University in 1996, ensuring its preservation for education and the enjoyment of generations to come. Veronica was given tenancy and lived on the land and passed down her knowledge of the land to the many people who turned the gardens into a public space. Veronica passed away in 1998, and Milner Gardens and Woodland opened to the public in 2001. Nestled on a breathtaking oceanside bluff overlooking the Salish Sea, Milner Gardens and Woodland spans 28 hectares of serene coastal beauty. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, it helps out the channel. This remarkable estate sits on the unceded lands of the Qualicum First Nation, whose people have lived here since time immemorial. For generations, the ocean has served as their travel way, their source of food, and a central part of their culture and way of life. This stunning property is home to towering old-growth Douglas firs and majestic cedar trees, part of one of the last remaining original Douglas fir forests on Vancouver Island. Visitors can wander through over 500 varieties of rhododendrons collected from around the world, or relax with a pot of tea in the charming Camellia Tea Room, located inside the historic Milner House, a 3-story residence inspired by a Ceylonese tea plantation home built in 1931. Open to the public, the Milner House offers a fully accessible experience. Step through its elegant rooms, the dining room, sitting room, library, and drawing room. While visiting, you'll encounter a remarkable collection of photographs and artifacts honoring its royal guests. The gardens also hosts educational programs for local schools, as well as horticultural learning opportunities for students at Vancouver Island University. The gardens have almost 200 volunteers who help with welcoming guests, serving tea, and garden maintenance. Some of the plants and trees you'll find in and around the public gardens include apple, big leaf maple, Japanese maple, African lily, lily of the valley, lady's eardrops, Sitka spruce, and periwinkle. The garden's plant collection spans 86 pages and can be found on their website. In May 1986, Prince Charles and Princess Diana arrived by seaplane on the shore below Milner Gardens, a secret stop on their Canadian tour. Seeking a rare moment of privacy away from Expo 86 in Vancouver, they strolled the gardens with Veronica Milner, enjoyed a quiet lunch, and soaked in the tranquility. Diana later wrote to Veronica calling it a peaceful day away from it all in such wonderful surroundings. Charles thanked her as well, saying lunch was utterly delicious and that sketching in the garden was the best therapy I know. Just a year later, in October 1987, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip arrived for a 3-day stay, this time with much anticipation and meticulous planning. The house was repainted, polished, and prepared in royal detail. Even a flagpole was installed for the royal insignia. The Queen stayed in what is now known as the Queen's Room, while Prince Philip took the Magnolia Room, enjoying barbecues and even a swim in the saltwater pool. They dined at a 17th century table, still in the house today, and admired the peaceful autumn garden. Before departing, the Queen told Veronica she felt very at home here. She planted a Spanish chestnut tree, and Prince Philip planted a maple tree, both still growing in the gardens. Today, visitors to Milner Gardens and Woodland can see photos from those royal visits and walk among the blooms that once delighted royalty. Milner Gardens stands as a living legacy, a testament to art, nature, and the enduring vision of Ray and Veronica Milner. Thanks for watching this video on Milner Gardens in Qualicum Beach. More information can be found at walkingvancouverisland.ca.